couple of months I did a few videos on a Gibson ES345 from 1962 that I've been refurbishing. And the last thing that I did was show you me rebuilding the body in the mold that I built for it. And I realized that I then dropped the ball on updating my videos because I got busy with some other projects, and I did not show any of the binding process, the process of putting the plastic on the edging of the body, or re-adding the neck. So I'm just going to give you a quick update before I proceed again. This is an update. This is the last time I showed you this. This had been freshly glued back together. There was no plastic on the edging, and the neck was not attached. And I think at that time too, the fretboard was still not attached to the neck, right? But I mean, I have shown a video before, a few videos I think, of necks, me hide gluing fretboards onto the neck. So you've seen that kind of thing before. And then, so really the what I didn't carry on about with you is the binding process. So the next thing I'm going to do is finish sanding this guitar and then start doing the red dye. I've been spending a lot of time researching the proper way to do the coloring, and that has led me to delay somewhat because I'm not really confident that I have the real method. And also too, the way of dyeing the wood directly can be a bit splotchy. So I have a theory that the guitar has had both dye applied directly to the wood as well as red color sprayed on in the lacquer. I think they had a bit of both, but most information online I see says that they would dye directly. By dyeing it, the wood directly, you risk getting some splotchiness. I've been doing sample boards, and you can see some difference between some darker spots here and lighter spots, and that's the dye soaking into the wood at different rates depending on if it's the flat grain or end grain. So these kind of splotchy results have discouraged me from proceeding with the guitar, and I'm really trying to find what product would dye this guitar most evenly, and I'm still not sure what to use. So anyway, so this, as I say, this is a 62 Gibson ES345. My friends would laugh and maybe be a bit bewildered because when I first got this guitar years ago, maybe in the year 2000 or so, this was sold to me very cheaply by some guys who had it, and it was stripped of all parts just like how it is now, but it was painted a pearl white car paint, properly done. When I got it, I said, oh gosh, you know, here's a cool old hollow body guitar. Didn't really know anything about what it was or what it could have been. And I got it, and when I came home I realized I started to strip the logo and found a Gibson logo, and then I kind of scraped away some of the white paint in here and realized it used to be cherry red. And then I realized, oh man, I have an old cherry red 335 or whatever, I didn't still know what it was. And I started stripping it down and realized it was this red guitar that had been painted over. The problem was that when I started to strip it down, the guitar started to come apart. Here particularly, right? The laminations on this, all these sides here started to peel apart. Maybe the guitar was in a flood, I don't know. But these basically started to come away and peel away. And at that time, I mean, I was 19 or 20 years old. I just about started repairing guitars and so on, structurally, and I couldn't deal with it. So the whole thing came apart. And eventually I took it apart. I picked apart all the pieces bit by bit, and I took the top plates off of the center core. And for years, this guitar has been knocking around my workshop as the neck glued into the center maple piece, and then these front and back plates were just separately just hanging around in my workshop, hung on a nail, you know, like a cool old relic of a guitar. So all my friends only know this guitar as being bits and pieces around the workshop. And somehow I never really broke down the parts any further. I just kind of left it alone, you know. But I got a hunch earlier this year that I could tackle it, and I got this guy Ken McKay to build new sides for me and give me some instructions, and since then I've been able to rebuild this back. And to be honest, I think I probably built it back better than it was at the Gibson factory, because in taking apart and analyzing the original parts, I noticed a lot of bad glue joints and a lot of bad glue joint area preparation. So I really do think that I put more care into reassembling this guitar than it originally had from the factory. So I'm very keen about this to get it running. It has a very nice slim 1962 neck, which some people don't like because they want big necks. But I like the slim neck, and I'm happy to have this one. So I just want to update you with that and show you it in its intact form again now. And I am just so happy to have this. I mean, it's an original stop tail guitar, right? No tremolo bridge of any kind. And as I say, I don't have any original parts from this guitar. I got it without parts. So what I'm going to do is, when it's up and running and it's been painted, I'm probably going to buy new parts. I'm not going to try and find the old 62 parts that are all crusty and faded looking. The guitar is going to look new. It's been rebuilt, so I'm going to get new parts. I've already rebuilt a set of old vintage PAFs, so maybe the only semi-original parts would be the pickups, you know. So the next thing you're going to see is me probably dyeing this red. I'm hoping I get good results. I'm very, very worried about getting it right, and getting the right shade of red too. But then again, there's no right and wrong, because guitars this old would have faded. You could hardly tell what it originally looked like. So it's really up to me to just rebuild it the way I want it, you know. And I'll have my very own Marty McFly under the sea solo guitar. So that's the update for now, and very happy to show you this progress. I mean, this is a restoration job that I never really thought would happen, because, as I say, this thing was just pieces, and you know, it's a type of guitar it's really difficult to put back together. So that's it for now.